Hi, welcome to Amateur Radio with W8CPT. Captain Don here. And for the intro of my channel, I wanted to let you know how you can get your amateur radio license. I'm sure there are people that are watching my videos and they're like, hey, this is cool. How do I get my license? So I'm going to try to make this short as I can. Basically, I became a tech, which is the first level, technician, in April of 2023. I'm sorry, in January of 2023. In April of 2023, I ended up getting my general license. So the tech is the beginning. You get a very small privilege on HF on 10 meter band for voice. And you can work the satellites like you see me do with the technician level. And a few other things, digital modes and stuff. General opens up a whole world. You get more bands on HF that you can work. You get just a whole lot more privileges. And then when you get your extra, which is the highest license you can get, then you've got all the privileges that a US ham can have. So the way I did this was all through Ham Radio Prep. The website is hamradioprep.com. You have to pay for this course, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You basically, if you follow what they do, they basically have chapters that they give you, and at the end of each chapter, there's questions, and all these questions are on the test. So I would watch the video for the first chapter. I would take the test until I was scoring 90, 100%. Then I move on to the next chapter. And then every day when I started studying again, I would go through each chapter I already did, and I would take the test again, make sure I was still scoring 90 and 100, and then move on to the next video for the next chapter. So, I can't stress how much Ham Radio Prep has helped me. So that is the way I would go if you don't mind paying for courses. There are some free options online. I think maybe it's Ham Radio Study. It just has the questions and the answers and explains the answers. I know Josh at Ham Radio Crash Course. Not sure if his are free or not, but that's another one to look into. They're actually the ones that did my extra. I just passed my extra tonight. So I am an amateur extra. So anyhow, yeah, there's even YouTube videos that you can use that I think are free to study. So there's lots of ways to study. Main thing is you got to study. You got to be getting a consistent 85 plus on your practice tests. And then you can take the exam. And you can go to a local ham club on the night that they do the testing. And you can take it in person if you prefer to do that. Or you can do it online. And Ham Radio Prep has links to that. So I'm going to go real quick to their website here and just show you. I am not affiliated with Ham Radio Prep. I'm not making any money for telling you about them. I'm just letting you know that I went through tech, general, and amateur. And if it wasn't for them, I would have a heck of a lot harder time passing. So it's a very good course. So I'm going to go ahead and go to their website now and just show you some of what their website has and stuff, just to help you out if you want to get into amateur radio. All right, and here we go. This is the website, hamradioprep.com. Again, it's not free, but I highly recommend this. It was so great. So this is their main page. You could try a free lesson. In that lesson they explain how to get your licenses and what their process is, and pretty much how they do each chapter. Jim Reed, I know, was doing the extra. I'm not sure if he does all three of them or not, but yeah, he's your instructor for extra at least. So let me go ahead and log in, and I'll just show you what you get when you pay. All right, so you got the technician course. I'll just click on that and show you. This is how, if you're going to study for the first time, they've got a video that tells you everything you need to know for that chapter. You hit continue, and they got everything in writing. Anything underlined in blue is on the test. And then there's a disclaimer. And then,
the Federal
see, this is the first
Communications
video.
Commission regulates the air.
So that was the first video. I was going through the introduction. So there's the overview. Anything that's in blue is on the test. Then you get done reviewing that, and you get to a practice test, which in a second here should load. And these are questions that are actually going to be on the test. So, like, what is the normal term for an FCC issued primary station operator amateur? So the term, let's see if I remember, 10 years. Confirm, and I was right. So then you go to the next question. So anyway, once you get done with all the questions, it lets you know how you scored. And once you're scoring probably 90%, 100%, then you move on to the next. And this isn't like the thing. So it isn't like when you do it on the computer. The computer, you just hit continue and you can go. And then you got the next video. So the video talks to you.
You just received your call sign. Let's make sure you know.
And tells you everything you need to know for that section. Complete and continue. They got everything written out with stuff on the test highlighted in blue. And then boom, you get your practice quiz. So, and then something else I noticed here, if I can get out of this section now. Let me see. Yeah, I can't get out of this. I gotta hit back, I guess. So I'm gonna back out of this. Oops, crap. I need to sign back in. Oops, and I didn't want to do that either. Okay, here we go. So they've got general. So once you're ready to study for your general, boom, it's there. And your amateur extra. They got ham radio basics, so that'll go through some basic stuff just for your knowledge. They got an HF master class. I'm sure that explains a lot of stuff about HF. I have not done that class yet. They have emergency communications. You can download the mobile app, schedule your exam, intro to Parks on the Air, create a logbook, band plans. World Radio League is a new logging software that came out, and I'm just now checking it out, so I'll tell you more about that in another video. Anyway, they walk you everything you need to do. They'll help you out and walk you through, and it's a really great way to study and pass your amateur radio licenses. So, with that said, again, I am not making any money from promoting them. I'm just telling you, this is how I did it. And there are free ways to do it, like I said before. So, I wanted to let you guys know the way I did it, because it worked great. So, hopefully that was helpful. I took my test online with Ham Radio Crash Course today, or earlier today, and they were great. I believe they have some training classes too. I'm not sure if they're free or if you have to pay for them, but definitely check out Ham Radio Crash Course too. Again, I mean, ham radio was so much fun. If you have any interest in it at all, technician, you can make contacts through satellites. You have a chance to talk to the astronauts, like you've seen I've done 6 times since 2023. You get a small portion of voice, which is also called phone, on 10 meter, that you can actually do some HF and talk around the world. General pops you up to a whole bunch of HF bands and some other privileges. And then extra, you get all the privileges a U.S. amateur radio operator can have. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope I've sparked some interest to somebody wanting to get their amateur radio license. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment on this video, and I'll try to get a hold of you. If you're on Facebook, I do have a Facebook group called Amateur Radio with W8CPT. And I am also on X, which used to be Twitter. If you look at my call sign, you should be able to find me there too. So, again, this is the intro I wanted to have for my channel. If anybody is interested in becoming an amateur radio operator, this is how I did it, and it works great. There's other ways, there's free ways, there's other probably paid courses and stuff, but yeah, ham radio prep really worked for me. So I appreciate ham radio prep and all the work you guys put in, because it was awesome. So thank you for watching Amateur Radio with W8CPT. Captain Don saying, hey, if you want to get in amateur radio, study up, and hopefully I'll catch you on the air. And with that said, 73, everybody.